God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My beloved child, listen to me with the full attention of your spirit, for at this very moment I draw near to you with an urgency that surpasses human understanding. My heart moves toward you because I see what rises against you in places your eyes cannot reach. While you walked believing everything around you was silent, I saw shadows conspiring, webs being woven, distorted intentions forming against what I myself planted in your story. Do you feel ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings God has already reserved for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can be the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, spiritual and material, click on the first comment. There, you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. But today I reveal to you, none of those plans will prosper, for before any arrow was launched, my spirit was already between you and the attack, dissolving hidden intentions and nullifying decrees the enemy tried to seal without your awareness. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17. My child, I come to prepare you, not to frighten you, to awaken you, not to wound you, to align you with what has already begun to move in heaven on your behalf. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. I know when your heart suddenly raced for no apparent reason, when you felt that tightness in your chest that you couldn't explain, when your thoughts felt misaligned, and when a heavy fatigue rested on you as if the entire world sat on your shoulders. None of this was imagination. It was my spirit alerting you that something was trying to move behind the curtains of reality. I saw you looking around thinking, am I overreacting? Am I getting too sensitive? But it wasn't excess, and it wasn't weakness, it was discernment. I allowed you to sense what eyes cannot see to keep you from being surprised by traps woven in darkness. You felt the change in looks, gestures, and words that once carried warmth and suddenly became cold or calculated. That was not imagination, it was spiritual movement trying to confuse paths, misalign connections, and shake your confidence. But I did not allow it. And I will not allow it. Comment, God is opening my eyes and strengthening my spirit. My child, I want you to know that while murmurers spoke your name in distant places, I spoke your name in heaven. While hearts were manipulated to see you with strangeness, my heart remained steadfast toward you. The Lord is your light and your salvation, whom shall you fear? The Lord is the stronghold of your life, of whom shall you be afraid? Psalm 27 verse 1. I am distancing from you those who smiled outwardly but carried poison inside. I am silencing conversations that sought to destabilize your peace. I am breaking alliances that never came from me. And more, I am revealing hidden intentions, for no one touches what is mine without my intervention. I tell you, your name will be spoken in places where doors will open for you. What they tried to obscure, I will make shine. What they tried to block, I will accelerate. What they tried to take from your hands, I will multiply before your eyes. Comment, the Lord protects my life and lights my path. You thought it was delay, but it was preparation. You thought it was abandonment, but it was protection. You thought it was silence, but it was divine strategy. Your heart grieved when some people distanced themselves, but I say, it was necessary. Your spirit felt anguish when doors closed, but it was deliverance. Many would not understand the depth of what I was building in you if they remained by your side. Some were around you but never supported you. Others were close but never truly rooted for you. And there were those who wanted your light but not your growth. Therefore, I separated. Therefore, I filtered. Therefore, I removed. Nothing that left your life left without my permission, and nothing that will come into your life will come without my signature. Now, child, breathe, I am reorganizing your destiny. Comment, I receive God's renewal in my journey. My beloved child, listen to me deeply, your spirit has entered a new season. It does not matter what your eyes perceive, what matters is what I am moving. Behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19. This word is not symbolic, it is literal. I am opening paths where there was only dust. I am raising answers where there was only silence. I am leading you into territories you never imagined reaching. The enemy tried to exhaust you on the eve of your harvest, tried to distract you at the door of your victory, and tried to confuse you when I was about to reveal what I had prepared. But now I tell you, nothing will stop what has already begun. I breathe life into what was dormant inside you and awaken gifts that seemed buried. Comment, I believe God is doing something new in my life. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. I know the nights when you lay down in tears, trying to hide from yourself that silent ache of injustice, that deep sting of being misunderstood, and the sorrow of watching people you once trusted turn away without reason. I watched your knees tremble, your soul grow weary, your heart struggle to keep believing that something good could still rise from the ashes. But my child, I never stepped away. Your darkest night never kept me from working on your behalf. While you cried, I adjusted paths. While you felt abandoned, I summoned angels. While you thought everything was still, I moved pieces in your story. Every tear you shed fell before me as seeds of transformation. Nothing you lived was wasted, every moment was training, alignment, and preparation for the season you are about to enter. My hand has been upon you even when you couldn't feel it. My protection surrounded you even when you feared collapse. What hurt you shaped you. What broke you built you. And what you thought would destroy you is becoming the very foundation of your victory. Comment, God transforms my pain into strength and my tears into victory. My child, listen to my voice. What was being planned against you will not prosper because I myself have stepped into the battle on your behalf. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Even now, spiritual movements are unfolding around you. Hidden things are being revealed. Silent schemes are collapsing. Doors that remained locked are beginning to open. I am tearing down invisible strongholds, dissolving negative words spoken over your life, and reversing decrees I never authorized. You are stepping into a season where my hand will become undeniably visible. You will see protection in moments you once called coincidence. You will see breakthroughs in areas you thought were lost. You will walk under a covering that no attack can penetrate. My presence will surround you in ways you have never experienced. Comment, I rest in the protection of God who fights for me. Prepare your heart, for radical changes are already unfolding. Those who doubted you will witness what I am about to do. Territories that once seemed unreachable will stretch before you like a bridge laid by my own hand. Opportunities that avoided you for years will begin to seek you out. I am repositioning your identity, restoring your glow, reigniting your inner strength. This season will require courage, for the new always demands movement, but you will not walk alone. I will guide your steps, sharpen your discernment, and strengthen your intuition. Your spiritual sensitivity will deepen, clarity will increase, understanding will expand. What once wounded you will no longer have power over you. What once confused you will no longer shake you. I am lifting you into alignment with your true purpose. You will rise, not by chance, but by design. You will advance, not in fear, but in conviction. And every step you take will echo the transformation happening within you. Comment, I accept God's newness and walk with courage. My child, I now place upon you an irrevocable promise. What I tried to show you over the past months will now become unmistakably clear. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. Your morning has begun. You have already sensed it in quiet moments, an unfamiliar peace, a renewed understanding, a subtle strength wrapping around you even when you couldn't explain it. That is my spirit moving within you. I am fixing what was out of place, restoring what was broken, rebuilding what was damaged. I am bringing order to the areas that once felt chaotic. This is the season in which you will witness my faithfulness not only in whispers but in undeniable manifestations. You will feel lighter, think clearer, and walk with a confidence you once thought unattainable. The shadows that once followed you are losing their grip. The heaviness that once silenced you is dissolving. You are stepping into dawn, bright, steady, unshakable. Now, my child, I take you by the hand and declare over you, nothing will be as it was before. Your mind will be renewed, your soul strengthened, your path illuminated, and your story transformed. I am activating gifts that have been waiting within you, opening doors that long resisted you, breaking chains that tried to claim you, and guiding you into the place where your true identity will flourish. You are not small, you are not forgotten, and you are not weak, you are mine. I breathed life into you, marked you with purpose, and clothed you with authority. Walk knowing that you are protected, chosen, empowered, and deeply loved. A new season rests upon you now, a season of harvest, of revelation, of restoration, and of divine acceleration. Everything that comes next is part of a greater design I prepared long before you could imagine. Trust me. Lean on me. Walk with me. Comment, I receive this new season and walk with God without fear. My child, listen to me with the attention of your soul, for I lean toward you in this very moment like a light breaking through a long and silent night. I saw the silence that wounded you, the distance that felt like rejection, even though it was protection. None of what you lived was meaningless. The silence that pierced your heart was not my absence but my preparation. The distance you couldn't understand was a deliverance I orchestrated before the attack could reach you. I was rearranging your story piece by piece, with a precision your eyes could not yet perceive. A breakthrough is unfolding, not like a frightening lightning strike, but like a slow dawn that eventually fills the entire sky and transforms everything it touches. What threatens you today will become your testimony tomorrow. What brings fear now will become strength. What wounds you now will become a mark of victory upon your spirit. I hear even the words you will write, "No hidden weapon will strike me down." You do not yet understand the weight of this declaration, but it is true. Nothing formed in darkness can overturn what I have chosen to bless in your life. I want you to understand this with an awakened spirit. You are not unprotected, never were. Before the shadow approached, I had already dispatched my angels to walk ahead of you. I encircled your home, your soul, your path with a light no force can cross without my command. I uncover the intentions of those who watch you with distorted eyes. I dismantle the influences that do not come from me. I break the traps that were woven in silence. In this season, I lift you into a time where your voice will be respected, where your name will be restored and honored, where your peace will stand firm like a pillar. Walk without fear, for my work is not finished. In truth, it has only begun. You are entering a phase where my intervention will become so evident that even the ones who doubted will fall into silence. Invisible movements are happening, touching areas of your life you never imagined were under observation. The enemy, in his arrogance, attempted to weaken you through your emotions, to disturb your relationships, to twist your trust, to cloud your vision of the future. He hoped to fracture you from the inside. But he forgot one truth: what lives inside you is not human, it is divine. The breath I placed in you is eternal. It does not depend on approval, circumstances, or the shifting of seasons. It is unbreakable. A seal surrounds you, a seal no force can shatter. While the enemy was weaving lies in the dark, I was raising pillars of light around you. While he was manipulating stories, I was gathering testimonies that would prove your truth. While he tried to stain your name, I was preparing places where that same name would be lifted high. My child, there is something deeply spiritual you must grasp. Sometimes I allow the wind to blow harder, not to destroy you, but to remove the leaves that no longer belong in the garden of your soul. You thought you were losing, but you were being purified. You thought you were under attack, but you were being illuminated. You thought you were abandoned, but you were being preserved. Nothing that left your life would have been beneficial for the future I am preparing for you. I needed to remove certain presences to protect what I am about to place in your hands. Now breathe deeply, for your soul must feel what I am setting into motion around you. The atmosphere is changing. The weight that pressed you down is dissolving. What was confusing is becoming clear. What was unstable is aligning. What appeared turbulent is calming. You believed you were motionless, but you were being repositioned by my own hand. You assumed you were still, but I had placed you on a path that could only be walked once danger had been removed. A divine rearrangement took place, unseen, but soon to be understood. Do not fear what has been taken from you. Fear only what does not come from me and attempts to return. But rest, Because I have already sanctified your space, and nothing will enter the threshold of your soul without my permission. The enemy tried to study you, to decode your weaknesses, to manipulate your emotions, to analyze your pain. But he will never understand what I have written in you and over you. None of his strategies can reach what is hidden under my shadow. You are far more protected than you imagine. My angels stand at strategic points on your path like an invisible army guarding every step. Light is moving toward you with unstoppable certainty. Roads are being leveled, obstacles are breaking apart, doors are opening. None of this is symbolic, this is literal, real, present. While you sleep, I restore what was damaged. While you attempt to rise again, I reorganize the details of your story. While you question, I prepare your destiny. And I want you to understand a rare truth. When I step onto the scene, it is never to watch, it is always to transform. I turn keys, break chains, dismantle evil works, and prepare a new era already approaching the horizon. These past days, you have felt an inner agitation, a subtle pressure, a quiet alert rising from within. This is not anxiety. This is not emotional exhaustion. This is not confusion. This is me. It is my voice calling you to the dawn of a new chapter. Heaven is signaling that something significant is about to unfold in your life. Children like you are never left without direction for long. I always find a way to warn you before something arrives. I prepare your heart through signs, through subtle impressions, through intuitions your spirit recognizes even before your mind understands. That inner movement is not instability, it is announcement. It is the whisper before the shift. It is the breath before the opening. I awaken you now to a reality you had forgotten. Nothing can stop a destiny written by my hands. Nothing can erase what I have sealed. Nothing can steal what I have declared as yours. Evil can observe, but it cannot enter. It can attempt, but it cannot overturn. It can whisper, but it cannot alter what I have spoken over your story. My child, a reconstruction begins now. What you thought was lost will return, transformed. What you thought was damaged will be restored. What you thought had failed will become foundation. The walls surrounding you are collapsing. The limits that restricted you are breaking. The doors you could not open are opening now of their own accord. You do not need to force them, you only need to walk. You are entering a season where I will silence lying tongues, overturn accusations, expose hidden intentions, honor what was dishonored, lift what was lowered, and mend what was broken. I never left you alone in the shadows. I was preparing the light that now advances toward you with unstoppable force. The time of confusion is ending. The time of clarity begins. The night is retreating. The dawn is approaching. And this time, my child, nothing, absolutely nothing, will keep you from entering the season I have written for you. Keep listening, for I will guide you step by step. I will not let you fall. I will not allow you to wander. You are mine. And because you are mine, no hidden weapon will ever prosper against you. My son, let me place in your spirit a whisper capable of dissolving doubts, soothing wounds, and illuminating the silent corners where you often hid your deepest fears. I saw every night you laid your head on the pillow carrying the weight of cursed words thrown against you. I saw the silent smile you tried to keep alive even while your soul felt like it was breaking from the inside. I know how you question why the very people you helped, supported, encouraged, and believed in were so often the ones who wounded you. But now I want to take you into a place of revelation where pain becomes discernment. You never lost anyone, my son. I simply removed from your path those who did not have the spiritual capacity to walk beside you when the time of your rising would come. Some hearts would not have survived witnessing what I am about to do through you. Some eyes would not have tolerated your elevation. Some spirits would have tried to extinguish the light I placed within you. That is why today I need you to understand, what you called loss was protection. What you called rejection was direction. What you called betrayal was preparation. Nothing in your story was designed to break you, but to shape you, calibrate you, and align you for what is approaching, something far greater than anything you have experienced so far. My child, I removed you from certain environments not to isolate you but to preserve the purity of your being. What I am preparing in your life requires a different atmosphere, one where your sensitivity can grow without being suffocated by hidden intentions, where your discernment can sharpen without interference, where your soul can finally breathe. Now that I have opened your eyes to the spiritual manipulation and invisible threads that tried to entangle your destiny, the next phase can begin. And I need you to know that this next phase is immense. It is larger than the wounds you endured, brighter than the shadows you walked through, more extraordinary than the battles you survived. What started in confusion will end in wisdom. What began in humiliation will end in honor. What grew out of tears will transform into a testimony that heals others. I am changing the structure of your story from the ground up, and I want you to welcome this change deeply. Accept it not as a passing thought but as a divine truth unfolding in your favor. Speak within yourself, from the depth of your soul, I welcome the change God brings. These words are not a simple declaration, they are a spiritual ignition. A key that unlocks what seemed sealed. A signal to heaven that you are ready to step into the dimension prepared for you. Too long did stagnant waters surround your life, creating cycles of emotional exhaustion, disappointment, and unanswered questions. But now I am stirring those waters. I am breaking barriers. I am reopening pathways that others tried to close with jealousy, manipulation, or spiritual interference. They attempted to suffocate your destiny because they sensed a greatness in you that they could not explain. But nothing can interrupt what I have ordained. A table is being prepared for you precisely in the places where they sought to shame you. In the very territories where they diminished you, I will establish your honor. Victory will not come from human confrontation but from divine accomplishment. And when this unfolds, because it has already begun, you will feel a peace that does not come from circumstances but from my presence working within you. This peace will be your confirmation that I am rebuilding you internally before elevating you externally. My son, listen carefully, do not seek revenge, do not seek explanations, do not pursue human justice. The justice that will touch your life will not come from your hands but from mine. And when I bring justice, it is not to humiliate, but to transform, to realign, to elevate. Let me teach you something only my most sensitive children truly understand. When I allow enemies to rise, it is never to let them win, it is to strengthen the roots of my purpose in you. The attacks you endured were not proof of your weakness, they were confirmation of your destiny. Hell does not fight lives that have nothing ahead. It rises against those who carry a purpose capable of destabilizing darkness itself. That is why you were targeted, not because you were insignificant, but because you were essential. You carry a mission deeper than your comprehension, a light greater than what others perceived, a calling that echoed in spiritual realms long before you noticed it in the physical. You have been fought because you are chosen. You have been resisted because you are marked. You have been wounded because your existence threatens the plans of darkness. If only you could see the magnitude of what I have prepared for you, all your fears would dissolve instantly. What they tried to keep from you, I will place in your hands. What they attempted to steal, I will restore openly. I will make your name shine in places where it was once ignored, and people will witness with their own eyes that I was the one who lifted you. When this movement unfolds fully, you will notice subtle signs, courage rising within you for no logical reason, clarity forming in your mind even in uncertain moments, a lightness in your spirit that cannot be shaken. These are the signs of reconstruction. These are the signals that I am healing what was broken, strengthening what was fragile, preparing you not only to receive the blessing but to sustain it with wisdom. What is coming requires stability, maturity, spiritual refinement, and a mind anchored in peace. And these are precisely the qualities I am shaping within you. You will not enter this new season as the same person who walked through the pain. You will enter renewed, awakened, aligned, and spiritually equipped. And now, my son, I want you to receive this final truth with the full weight of heaven. You were not created to survive, you were created to rule. To rule does not mean controlling people, it means mastering the spiritual environments that once tried to overpower you. Ruling means knowing when to speak, when to wait, when to move, when to remain silent. It means understanding that not every invitation is an opportunity, and not every silence is a rejection. Wisdom is being poured over you like oil. Clarity is illuminating your mind with precision. Revelation is igniting inside you a fire that purifies without harming, a fire that exposes without destroying, a fire that reminds you that you carry my nature within you. You are stronger than your memories, greater than your wounds, deeper than your fears. Not because you earned it, but because I formed you with a divine essence that cannot be erased. And now that my breath touches that essence, it becomes fire, fire that lights your path, warms your heart, drives out shadows, and reveals the truth that has always been within you. You are chosen, you are protected, you are destined. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop what I am about to unfold in your life. There is a shield around your life that is stronger than anything that has ever tried to reach you, but I want to bring you to a place far beyond mere protection. I am leading you into expansion, into a realm where you no longer live only escaping attacks but rising above them with a strength you never imagined you carried. You were not created to simply endure storms. You were created to walk through them with authority, with growth, with an imprint of wisdom shaped by everything that once tried to break you. I am taking you to a higher ground, a place where what once intimidated you will look small, powerless, insignificant. You will look back and realize that the pain did not distort you, it shaped you. The abandonment you suffered did not shatter you, it strengthened you. The words that cut your heart were never meant to reduce you. They were instruments I used to prepare you for the magnitude of what is coming. Every experience has awakened something within you, something that had been asleep, something that only pressure could summon. I am opening your understanding so you finally see why everything happened exactly the way it did. Every injustice taught you gratitude. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every loss taught you how to rise differently. Nothing that touched your life was accidental. Nothing entered your story without serving a purpose deeper than you could recognize at the time. I am placing on your spirit an anointing of maturity, not the kind born from age but the kind forged through endurance, clarity, and revelation. And this maturity will be essential for the next chapter one am preparing for you, because what is coming will not be subtle or quiet. It will be evident, unmistakably divine. It will surprise you, astonish those around you, and illuminate regions you never imagined your life could influence. There is something within you that is meant to reach others, something meant to shift atmospheres and open paths, something that has been waiting for the exact moment I would choose to amplify your voice and your presence. And that moment has arrived. I am placing spiritual authority upon you, not tomorrow, not someday, now. And with that authority will come a heightened sensitivity to my presence, a deeper wisdom, a clarity that cuts through confusion, and a resilience that will not be shaken by the storms ahead. You carry strength that you have not yet recognized, courage you have not yet used, and endurance you have not fully measured. I am rebuilding you from the inside so that no external pressure can uproot what I place within you. The season that is coming is not for the fragile, and yet you will walk through it with the stability of someone fortified by heaven. I am reorganizing your connections, repositioning the people in your life, removing those who hinder your growth, and drawing near those who will walk with integrity, vision, and purpose. Nothing in your relational world is random. I am shaping your circle deliberately. Do not fear the changes ahead. Every shift has intentionality. Every departure carries meaning. Every arrival serves a purpose. I am harmonizing your life, aligning every dimension of your future, preparing space for the blessings I am releasing. What I am bringing to you requires clarity, requires room, requires environments that match what I placed inside you. Some doors will remain closed no matter how much you may have once wanted them to open, because they were never meant to sustain the greatness I have planted in your spirit. There are paths you once walked that no longer fit who you are becoming. That is why I am moving you, not to punish you, but to liberate you. I am taking you to a place where you will not be tolerated but celebrated, where your presence is not diminished but honored. You will come to understand why some chapters had to end abruptly. You will understand why certain people could not remain. It was not rejection, it was protection. It was not abandonment, it was realignment. Those who left were not equipped to walk with you into the elevation I am preparing. Their capacity could not contain your calling. Their vision could not support your assignment. Their structure was not strong enough to stand beside what I am about to build with you. You still have no idea of the magnitude of what I am preparing. You do not yet grasp the size of the territory I am opening before you, the opportunities one am orchestrating, the restoration I am releasing in areas of your life you thought were forever lost. I am resurrecting dreams buried by disappointment. I am removing fears that never belonged to your identity. I am rebuilding your courage, reshaping your vision, reviving your essence. And when the perfect moment arrives, you will see clearly that this was not only deliverance, this was destiny unfolding. I did not free you so you could remain where you were. I did not rescue you so you could return to the same atmosphere that once suffocated you. I delivered you so you could step forward into the higher place I designed for you long before you knew how to ask for it. This place is elevated. It is safe. It is abundant. It is prepared exclusively for you. Doubt has no voice here. Fear has no seat here. You are walking into a season of acceleration, days where doors open automatically, where burdens lift easily, where what once felt impossible begins to unfold with grace. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is divine intervention. I am pushing you into alignment with what you were always meant to carry, meant to influence, meant to build. Nothing, absolutely nothing, will be able to stop what I have begun. Take my hand firmly because I am not finished with your story. The battles you faced will not define you. The wounds you endured will not be your identity. What they attempted to build against you will not stand as your legacy. I am writing a new page, one woven with purpose, strength, honor, and promise. I am clearing the old so the new can breathe. I am silencing the voices that once intimidated you so your own voice can rise without interruption. You will not walk into this next season timidly, you will walk boldly, knowing that every step is guided, every move is covered, every moment is accompanied by my presence. And as I write this new chapter over your life, understand this deeply: nothing was wasted. Not the tears, not the silence, not the waiting, not the disappointments. You were being shaped for a story greater than what you expected. You were being prepared to influence in ways your past self would not have believed possible. I am leading you forward, not just into healing but into purpose. Not just into breakthrough but into identity. Not just into restoration but into reign. What is ahead will reveal why your heart had to break, why your path had to shift, why your spirit had to grow stronger. You are stepping into fulfillment, into a destiny that has been waiting for you, untouched by time, preserved by heaven, designed with intention, and released now because you are ready. Keep your heart open. Let your trust be constant. What I am building in you will stand firm, weather storms, and carry you into blessings beyond your expectation. You are cherished. You are protected. You are guided. And you are never, never alone. With love, God.